So there's probably two things that we can all agree on that most people probably wouldn't turn down if offered to them. One being, yeah, you guessed it, money, obviously. But can you guess what the second one would be? The second thing that most people probably wouldn't turn down? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it's not top two, but of these two things, people probably wouldn't turn them down. Money and motivation, okay? Now, it has become clear that the videos that I make, the conversations that I have with you guys, the information that we discuss here, the topics that are on my mind that I want to share with you can be motivating. I'm very happy to hear that. Interestingly enough, not necessarily in the direct way that I thought they would be motivating, but motivational nonetheless. I'll take that all day, twice on Sundays. So I want to share with you some things that have motivated me, and also provide a little bit of clarity on effectively winning, okay? We'll just call it winning. For simplification, winning. And this requires focus, okay? Because we can be distracted by so many different things, potentially so many outside influences, potentially motivating us to win, but also realizing where do we best have the highest chance and likelihood of success to win. So I'm going to share with you two more things. Actually, we have a few, we got the two things that most people won't turn down. We got two things that I probably will never be, just being honest. But if we can come to grips and identify our strengths and our weaknesses, and it just helps us identify where we have the best chance of winning. The sooner the better, okay? As well as 9 things that I wish I knew when I started YouTube. But I'm not trying to get you guys to start a YouTube channel, unless that's the motivation, and by all means, go for it. But I came across a video from Ali Abdaal, and he has 4+ million, almost 5 million subscribers. He is an MD, he's a PhD, he's a doctor, he's a YouTuber, he's a productivity expert, he's an author, he's a lot of things. He's really, really smart too, and has a lot of money, he's really rich. Or at least his companies are doing really well, and I would assume that he too is doing well personally, but just because he's been able to churn out on track for 5 million, not just subscribers, for $5 million in revenue for 2023, he wants to stress the fact that he doesn't have $5 million, or he doesn't make $5 million himself. He probably has at least 2.2 million in costs, which would mean that he would net 2.8 in profit. But even then, that's not entirely all his. You got the taxes that come into play, and a variety of other things that are sucking the money out. Okay, but at the end of the day, he's winning. I would find it very hard to argue the fact that 3 or 4, maybe 5 years into YouTube, he's able to produce $5 million in revenue. I would find it hard to argue that he's not winning. Okay, and so he provided a list of 9 things he wished he knew when he started YouTube. And I'm going to share with you the list, but there's only really one thing in particular that I really want to share with you, which is to help motivate you. I'll provide you guys with motivation all day long, but I cannot provide you with money. So hopefully you're not going to turn this down, but either way, we're going to get into it. So on this list, if you guys want to check out the video, go check it out. But his list basically, in his videos, it's really worth watching, not just reading the list. It's worth watching and listening to what he has to share. I think he's pretty honest and forthcoming and transparent in everything, and I like him. So number 1 is stop worrying what others think about your videos. They got their own problems. Again, this is for YouTube, okay? Number 2, Rather than trying to plan everything in advance, focus on improving your content through experimentation and trying things out. Got it. Number 3, you have less competition by making very specific and niche down content helps. Okay. Number 4, build a system that makes it easier to produce content. I like it. Number 5, make the title and thumbnail first. Okay. Number 6, front load your effort into the first 30 seconds of your video, if you choose. Number 7, starting out, the quality of your content is more important than the gear. Okay, I agree. To an extent. Number 9, I'm skipping over number 8. Number 9, outsource video editing ASAP. It frees up tons of time. Now, number 9 is to the point at which you're now making money by doing this, because you really wouldn't want to invest and have the added expense and burden of paying for editing before you're actually turning a profit. But number 8 says, identify your unfair advantages, something that makes it harder to compete with you, okay? And this is where I want to share with you my unfair advantage, or at least what's not my unfair advantage. So essentially, there's an abundance, there's a never-ending supply of motivational content on social media, including on YouTube, for ways that you too can become a millionaire. You too can earn $10,000 a week. You can earn passive income. You can make money while you sleep. And I don't disagree with that, but maybe not every possible scenario or business or product offering or system or whatever it is, or idea is going to provide you with the advantage you need to win. Therefore, some areas that I know I'm probably never going to win or have zero unfair advantage in, where I will not end up becoming rich as a result of more than likely being a Victoria's Secret runway model. I think that ship has sailed. Or, I don't know, being a small forward for the LA Lakers. Like, it's probably not gonna happen, okay? For those people who have accomplished these amazing accomplishments in their life that has changed their lives financially, they may tell others, yes, you can do it too. And I'll set myself as an example. So I will always encourage people to try and make content on YouTube or social media and monetize that content. And the main reason why I motivate people to do it and try to tell them that they can is because whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. But maybe if you think you can and you've got someone confirming and reinforcing that, then you will try, you will start to begin, and you may just discover something there or inside of yourself by taking that leap, by, taking that risk of pressing record and uploading a video for the world to see and more than likely critique. Maybe you do really well at it, maybe you don't. Maybe you make a lot of money on YouTube, maybe you pick up some sponsors, maybe you land some sort of amazing deal, maybe you get discovered, maybe it puts you down a path that completely takes you away from YouTube, but if you hadn't tried it, you would have never been exposed to that opportunity, only to find out that you're really good at script writing, you're really good at video editing, you're really good at voiceovers, you're really good at whatever it is, thumbnail creation. Oh, I didn't know I was good at that. I didn't know that I had that as an unfair advantage until I gave this a try. And that's that niche down, which was number 3 on the list. You have less competition by making very specific and niche down content. So we can literally take these 9 things I wish I knew when I started YouTube and apply them to any opportunity out there to win, okay? Beginning with number 1, which is actually number 8 on the list, identify your unfair advantage, something that makes it harder to compete with you. And this is going to be in any business that you choose, any career path that you want to go down, any course of study. Where is your unfair advantage? You know, are you 7 feet tall and, you know, relatively in good shape and a young age? Maybe you should consider playing basketball. You know, are you relatively attractive, good looking, and aren't afraid of a camera? Okay, well, maybe your unfair advantage is going to be in some form of, you know, physical marketing. Are you really good at coding on a computer? Are you really good at a specific trade, plumbing, carpentry, electrical, heating and air, HVAC? Are you really good at math? Are you really good at accounting? Are you really good at a variety of things? Like, where's your unfair advantage, okay? Because that's going to be the game changer, the difference between, yeah, you can do it, and man, you did it, okay? Because trying to go down somebody else's path that you don't have an advantage on may not necessarily produce the greatest results. But trying to go down a path of progress and growth and future success, having been motivated by someone to do that, while focusing on your specific niche, your specific unfair advantage, well then, it's only a matter of time, really. As long as you stick with it and you stay smart and you continue to grind, keep your head down, you should win. You really should. Winning is going to be subjective, and you know, it may not necessarily mean you make $1 million in a year. It may not mean that you don't, but you got to understand there's going to be some smaller wins and there's going to be some really, really big ones, and you should really take a moment to acknowledge each and every one, no matter which one it is. And don't just only set your sights on the end and not realize the smaller milestones in between that you are actually succeeding at along the way. So as far as my motivation for anybody who has potentially come across this video, based on however the YouTube algorithm decides to send this out. It's kind of strange how that works. My motivation is for you to, 1, go check out Ali Abdaal and his 9 things I wish I knew when I started YouTube, but not only just watching that and listening to what he has to say from the perspective of I'm starting a YouTube channel, but just from overall business, because in my opinion, and in his as well, YouTube is a business. So you can still take most, if not all, of these 9 things and apply them to your business, whether it's already underway or you're looking to get it started, or it's potentially maybe even struggling, or it's doing good and you want it to do even better, you want it to do great. Let's pay attention to these 9 steps and use these to our advantage to have the greatest opportunity of an unfair advantage. Nothing like malicious or, you know, in any sort of type of sabotage against competition, but literally realizing, hey, these are my strong suits. This is what allows me the greatest opportunity and chance for winning, greatest potential for success. Okay, now how do I take that and apply it to whatever savings, budgeting, investing, business, relationship, whatever area or component or part of my life that I want to see blow up and improve? How can I apply this to that? What is my unfair advantage so that I can ultimately win? So that you can ultimately win. That's my motivation for today. And don't forget, yeah, I will never become a Victoria's Secret runway model, or you'll probably never see me playing in professional basketball, but you can guarantee that you will see me here again on another video coming up real soon. So I appreciate you guys watching. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and drop a comment down below if you want to talk. Let's talk. Until next time, you guys take care. Be safe. I'll see you real soon.